Focus is needed in our world today. Focus is needed in our world today. I was walking to the mall the other day and God began to speak to me about the idea of change. Okay, God began to speak to me about change. He said, a lot of people embrace the idea of change because they like the picture it creates of what their life would look like if they did decide to change. But when it comes to making those real sacrifices to see effective change, real change, true change, they're not ready for that. Our 21st century world is plagued by so many things that are competing for our attention. The future of those who will affect change has little to do with spirituality and everything to do with focus. You see, spirituality is important. I am not saying that faith is not important today, but I am saying that focus will set you on the right path and will take you further. And the reason I say that is because success likes careful preparation. So whether you want to do good or you want to do evil, you still need a tremendous amount of focus in order to achieve that. Okay, stay with me. Making sure that you kill your distractions quickly is important because any distraction that you don't kill quickly will eventually become an addiction. Okay, so an addiction can result out of a distraction that became normalized, that became a part of you, and now it has reached a point where you just can't stop. And a lot of things become a distraction because we normalized it before our eyes, and then our hearts and minds eventually accepted it. So you normalized seeing certain things. You normalized experiencing certain things. You normalized allowing yourself to have certain experiences, to see certain things over and over again. And eventually your heart and your mind accepted it. And now that distraction is normal. And it is killing your potential. It is killing you from staying focused. It is stopping you from reaching your full potential. But you can't realize it because that distraction has now become a part of you. For some of you, I'm speaking to men now, your distraction is women. So instead of improving, working on yourself, building something, building a phenomenal career, working on your skill sets, you're focused on this girl, today this girl, tomorrow Emily, the next day Chantel. You know, it's one girl after another. How do you expect to become the man you were destined to be if women are the center of your focus? Because today you should be at work, but you're calling off because at nighttime you want to take this girl out, so you're losing money. And then you go out with a girl, you go spend money, and you realize she's not even the one that you want. But then you have another girl that you're texting, and then you have another girl that wants you to come up. How do you build a quality life if this is your lifestyle? But you're distracted all around. For the women, your distraction is other women. You are so focused on what other people have that you lack that it is making you ungrateful for the good things that have come your way, as a matter of fact. For some also, It is social media. It is TikTok, Instagram has your focus. And so you're not able to spend enough time focusing on things that are more important. I watched a documentary a while back and it was talking about social media and how what you see is as a result of what you patronize the most. I have interacted with so many great guys. Sometimes they want to show me something on Instagram that they saw. I'll meet them and they want to exchange handles, and they would go into their search to type my name. But before they go into their search, I'll get a glimpse of their Instagram, and it is women thirst trapping, half naked women. And in my head, I'm like, brother, brother, you could have had something great on your Instagram. You could have had something on investment, something on faith, something on purpose. But it has to be half naked women. Where are we going with this? Where? Where are we going with this? Okay? It is so important that we keep our minds guarded because there's so many things that are competing for our attention. Passport bros, you have consumed so much negative content to the point where you deem flying out of the country to another place, another country to find a woman, to spend time with other women that you don't know is far greater than finding a quality woman here. You are distracted. You have totally lost touch with reality because you think that going to another country to find a woman is better than staying here. Did you forget that the grass isn't greener on the other side? It is green where you water it. Women, you have lost touch with reality so much to the point that you are listening to women on social media who are telling you the only value you should find in a man is if he has money. And if you do that, if you go for the face value first, you will miss the mark. Because so many men today that you see, that you admire, that you want, who are married men most of the time, are men that when they started, if you saw them, you would have turned your back on them because they didn't look promising. But someone had to look at them and say, I believe this man has potential. I like his vision. He moves with a sense of purpose. And so I'm going to stick with him. And today, those women are enjoying lives with their husbands. But you're sitting down and listening to women that are telling you strange and interesting things. I can't tell you the number of times that I've seen interesting things on social media about relationships and I just scrolled past it because it dawned on me one day when I was troubled about a post I had seen about relationships and I just questioned it. And then I thought to myself, Edmund, you don't believe in such. You don't even want your girlfriend to be going out to clubs. You would prefer that your girlfriend would have outgrown her club phase. So this message does not apply to you. So I just scrolled past it. I just scrolled past it. And it's easy. It's really easy because what we're not going to do is be offended and distracted by things on social media because social media is not reality. Why would I get offended? Why would I lose faith in humanity because I saw an interesting woman come online and post something nasty? When I know that that is not the kind of woman I want to date. So I'm not bothered by that. I don't want you anyway. You're not the kind of woman I want. You're not the kind of man I want. You're a narcissist. I don't want a man that talks like this. I don't want a man that treats and sees women like this. So I'm not even worried about you. Focus. Africa is a very good continent, very rich continent, promising continent. But my problem with African men, especially African leaders, is we give you a little power and you forget. You become distracted. You give an African man a little money and he starts maltreating his wife. He starts going after young girls. You've been given power. You've been given this position to improve the quality of life of the people living in your vicinity, in your country. And the best you can do is take the money and spend it on young girls who will lead to your downfall. You are distracted. You've been placed as a financial consultant. You've been placed as an accountant. And the best you can do is embezzle company funds. Where are we going with this? Where? Where are we going with this? The future of those who will affect change has little to do with spirituality and everything to do with focus. If we ever live a life that is short of our potential, if we ever live a life that is short of what God had destined for us, it was probably because we got distracted along the way, and that became the new norm. But I'm urging all of you to have that desire to live a life of purpose, a life that is full of focus. Let's not be distracted by the things that we see, and let us stay focused.